because normally we take them out when they're recording, but somehow Blake got in there and Dawson's dad was like, no, it's okay. And I'm trying to get the dog out. He's like, no, leave him. So Dawson's dad is sitting right here. The dog's over here. The next thing you know, the dog comes up behind them. He's sitting there recording, and I'm standing there, and he's like, it's all good. And I'm like, okay. And so I'm videoing it. And that actually like went on the track. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You can move. Rainy, get up so she can sit down. Rainy.
It's okay.
Come here. Rainy, come here. Let her sit down. Sit down. There you go. You got drumstick. There's probably guitar strings. Tom's the most procrastinating person I know.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I think they're going to smoke a cigarette again.
That's his life.
Well, if they're going to do one, I might too.
Go
I'm a
for it.
smoker.
I'm just being lazy.
This shit is making me lightheaded.
Oh, it looks good.
I have one left if you want it.
I think I have one. I got asked to be a bridesmaid again, and they gave me one of those. It's in.
Yeah. Well, no, I drink wine, but I'm like we're when we leave here, we're gonna go eat dinner because we didn't eat dinner, you know. So that's why I'm kind of like, because normally this is like nothing. I can drink a shit ton.
Oh, because
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Are y'all going to Carrabba's?
No, it'll be too late.
I know. That's why I was wondering. Like, do you have to be out by a certain time?
No, we're good. Oh, there they are.
Y'all are live, FYI.
Oh, talking about Carrabba's?
We're doing a Nene. Rainy, no. Oh no.
She's fine.
She's about to knock over the.
She's fine.
Oh gosh. Please don't knock.
It's got that mic right
Are
by
you
her
gonna
ear.
talk? Are you gonna talk on the mic?
She gets sketchy.
She thinks she's this size over here, like this size. And she's not. She's bull on a china cabinet, for sure.
Hi, Rain. Oh yeah. Oh my back, dude, my back is killing me.
He sounds like me.
I know, dude.
My neck, my back, and my neck.
Oh my
Rainy.
god.
Stop it.
She need to get out of here.
She's fine. She's right there.
Oh.
She's chilling.
What's going on, y'all? How are y'all doing?
How
We're
we
doing better now. Sorry for the delay.
That's all right. We don't need to talk about that.
No, we don't. That was Toby.
Toby's been patiently waiting.
Yeah, I'll blame it on him. Don't let her knock anything over.
She's over here laying down.
We're gonna roast her on the podcast.
Take your dog. I don't want it.
Aww.
All right.
Oh, did you see that?
He fell.
That was the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life.
He's fine.
He acts like he's geriatric.
He's not.
Geriatric.
What's up, guys?
I might go live on TikTok. I don't know. Maybe
Well,
in a
figure
minute.
it out. I've been waiting.
No, I'm not gonna go. They can kiss my butt. I'm mad about the last ban. I got banned on TikTok last week.
You gonna do your little thing?
What? My class?
Like your intro thing? Yeah.
Do we still do the intro?
I don't know.
Okay. I haven't done the intro in a while, but I'll do it if you want. What's going on, everybody? It's the Shred Shed. I used to do this every podcast. The Shred Shed podcast. This is episode number
I don't know.
38. 38. Episode 38. And I'm very excited. We're almost at 40. Man, I should bring the intro back.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in a while.
I know. You need to. That
For
way
sure.
people know when you're starting. Because you just start randomly and then we're just talking.
It makes it more fun that way, though.
And then we can introduce who's on. And
I'm trying to catch people say things they don't want to say.
Yes, you are.
we were talking about food, so we're talking about where they're going to eat after this.
Oh, y'all gonna go eat?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry for holding y'all up.
No.
My bad.
No,
It's
no.
Hour and a
no,
half
hold up.
later.
We
Whatsoever.
decided we're going to a bar to eat after this.
Which one?
Bar 7.
They got great,
Oh,
they got
yeah.
great pizza.
They have good food.
We
yeah.
got pizza there one time. It was so good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
it's
I got
amazing.
beers spilled on me.
They
There was
had-
a fight.
Oh, hey, will you click on the gray area again? Don't move the camera though. Let me see.
The gray, are you talking about my beard?
Yeah, click on Don's beard. I just have to watch it. I have to watch it to make sure it doesn't stop recording. I have a producer. You know what I mean? Sucks.
Rainy can do it.
Yeah, she's over here ready to
Rainy
go.
ain't doing shit.
She's
She don't do nothing.
she's looking cute.
It's a bum around.
She's just chilling.
And if you look at that camera, there's a red light blinking. That means it's recording. For some reason, you don't see the red light blinking.
Blinking.
Brinking.
Man, I'm not even drunk. If you see it not blinking, let me know so I can
Alright.
see. I don't want to lose footage.
All right.
That's the most, makes me more mad than anything when I do a podcast and like one time the audio didn't record and it was with Alex too. Man, I feel bad. I guess I should finish my intro.
Yes.
Today we have one of the guests that is groundbreaking in the field of
Both.
what?
You said one. There's two.
Well, she gets her own intro.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give her her own. We're talking about the first guest right now.
Gotcha.
And he's just come back from the moon. Saving world hunger on the moon. You know, he's thinking so far ahead. He's thinking about climate change on the moon. He's done with the Earth. But it's the one and only Don Vickers. Welcome, my friend,
Thank you. And
And
appreciate it.
the lovely Tiffany.
Woo.
What do you want me to say?
Vickers.
Oh yeah, y'all are married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My bad. My bad.
Tom Vickers and Tiffany.
Yeah, Don Vickers.
Only for 21 years.
Oh yeah, y'all been together a long time. What we got? I'm sorry. I'm known to be an idiot, so it's nothing that surprises people at this point. But we got Tiffany Vickers, the V team of DV Studios.
Yes, sir.
DV Studios. I bet most of y'all probably know Don. He has been in the scene a long time, right?
Yeah.
He's been played music for what? 20 years?
I'd
Something?
say about 28, 29 years.
You remember the year you started?
94.
94?
That's a good year. That's the year I was
So
born.
almost, good Lord, almost 30 years.
Damn.
Don't remind me.
What was that like, 94, when you started?
We were pretty terrible.
Tell them about your first gig.
Oh, yeah,
first
let's hear
gig
it.
was at, what was the name of that bar? Somewhere on C King.
Oh
and,
gosh.
The
I-
Hitching Reel.
The Hitch and Reel.
Yeah.
I think I was 17 or 18 years old.
Were y'all together then?
Yeah, we've been together since, God, I don't know, what, 90?
Ah, gosh. It's been a
92.
long time.
Oh, okay.
So I was in there playing in this bar, right? And a blade off the ceiling fan fell on my head.
Oh no.
Really?
Seriously?
Needless to say, it was kind of a hole in the wall. pretty much.
A hole in
Is
the
it still
ceiling.
there?
I don't know. If it is, I have no idea what it's called.
I bet your mom
No
has
clue.
gone there.
Yeah, my mom probably still goes
Yeah.
there.
Well, like when you would go to the women's restroom, you know how like they always have stalls, right?
Yeah.
So the stalls that they built
Oh no.
when you would go into the women's restroom and you would sit down, you could look over and see the person next to you because
It was that
But-
short.
yes,
Ooh, like their face?
and they were pink.
Oh
Like
no.
pink
Oh.
plywood.
Well, I'm used to
painted-
seeing over the stalls, anyways. But
Well,
not when you're
yeah, 'cause
sitting.
tall, but no, literally, like yeah, you could just look over and like it stopped.
Did
like,
you ever
right
say
here.
hi to anybody?
Yes, I did.
Hey, girl.
Like, what's
Well,
going
it
on?
was my girlfriend, so
What's
like,
going on,
hey,
girl?
Yeah, I would have done that too.
Yeah, I like that. They should bring that back.
Sounds like a great place. I would
Yeah.
like to go.
Bring that
Yeah.
back.
short stalls and
It's kind of
blades falling off.
at the whiskey barn. It's
Into
the
your
trough. I
That's
guess
funny.
at Labella's too. It's the trough.
Oh, yeah, at La Bella, at the I don't know about the trough bathroom, but the other bathrooms you have to step up on that pedestal.
Oh, that's the throne.
yeah,
Yeah, that's,
I wonder how many people have
Oh, that sounds
bit the dust in
Labello's.
there.
yeah, at La Bella's, yeah.
That's dangerous.
I know I'm like I
I'm
can't
telling you,
I
it
can't
is
let myself
dangerous.
get too drunk there because I'm afraid I'm gonna fall
I know.
or hit my
same,
head on the
same,
ceiling.
same.
hey, it's what you got to do. I mean, you're at Labella's. I mean, you don't go to Labella's for the bathroom.
I do.
You
I
go
love
for the
it.
what's
I
that?
feel like regal when I go in there.
Yeah, well, you're queen. What is that bartender's name that works there that we like?
Heather?
Heather.
Heather.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go there for Heather.
Yeah, she's the best.
I don't. If she leaves, I leave.
Yeah, we love Heather.
Yeah,
We
we
love
like
Heather.
Heather too. We've known her a
We
long,
love
long
Heather.
time.
One of the
Hey,
best,
Heather.
yeah,
love her.
one
Yeah,
of the
hey,
best
Heather.
bartenders. Maybe she just likes me and I'm biased. I don't know.
I think
but,
she's just a good person. Like,
and
She really is.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
And
she
she
is.
doesn't treat me like trash. You go to one of these bars in Houston, they're like, the bartender's like 20 and looks like she was printing out the magazine. She's like, "What do you want?" I'm like,
and then they use the little measuring cup, the little shot thing, and like,
Yeah,
and she's
can I
just
have
like,
yeah, whiskey Coke. They fill the Coke up to here, and it's like,
The
I'm
whiskey.
paying $9 for this.
Yep.
So, because people say you want to go out, and I'm like, I want to go to LaBella's, and they're like, no, let's go to the club, or I'm like,
after every show when someone wants to go out, we'll drive out of our way because that's out of our way. Like if we're on this side of town, we'll drive to go to LaBello's just because we love it so much. Like they'll want to go somewhere in Humble, and we're like, no, we'll drive to Huffman just to go there.
absolutely. And
We've
then
driven there just to see you play before one night.
this
Yeah.
one we
After a
saw,
show, you were playing Hysteria.
Yeah,
We walked
Dawn's-
in and you had just started it, and I was like, yes,
I was like, this is gonna be a good night.
yeah.
Yeah, I've told you this before, but on the podcast, Don's version of his acoustic version of Hysteria is probably the best, maybe the only I've ever heard, and I don't think you could do better because that man,
I love it. Yeah.
really, I mean that I kind of changed my whole perspective of you, Don, when I heard that song, and the other songs didn't make me feel that way. I was like. I started listening. I was like, "Damn, this is Hysteria," because that's the shit I want to hear.
Yeah.
So thank you for that night,
Well,
man.
you're
I
welcome.
appreciate that. And
You're
you,
welcome.
you have a real talent in that your voice, your guitar playing and your voice. So, I mean, you don't need some dumb kid to fucking validate you, but if y'all do have the chance to go see Don play, and I know you don't play just acoustic gigs, right?
Yeah.
Y'all go see Don because he is very talented. But
Thank you.
25 years will do that, I guess. I was
I
gonna
guess.
that first gig at the Hitch and Ladder,
Hitch and rail.
the Hitch and Rail, yeah. What led to that? I mean,
Oh man, we were a little 3-piece band called Off the Wall.
Nice.
Uh,
A Pink Floyd cover band.
no, I don't even remember what we called ourselves. Off the Wall because it was 2 Hispanic guys and me, so we were a little bit of a different type of country band around here. And it was one of I think the drummer might have came up with the name. He's like, man, we look weird. Let's call ourselves Off the Wall because we're a little strange looking. So
I like it.
and it was bass, drums, and you.
just me. That's it. Yeah.
Damn.
And back then I had no idea how to play country guitar. I sucked.
Do you remember the set list?
I don't know. It was probably everything that was on the radio back then.
Yeah.
Country.
Watermelon
George
crawl.
Strait,
Watermelon
Watermelon Crawl,
Crawl.
Tracy Bird.
Hey, bring that
All
set
that
list
good
back.
Hey, that's the music I like. The
I know.
country music I
We've
like.
come full circle now. I want to hear that. I'm kind of at the point live. The country dudes I see now, they want to play all the songs everybody plays. A lot of Tyler Childers on that. I'm like, I want to hear Tracy Bird. Like I heard enough Tyler Childers. I'm ready to hear Watermelon.
I love Watermelon.
Who does
Crawl.
the
Yeah,
good?
me too.
Who plays with us? Does somebody we know play Watermelon Crawl?
Yeah.
Is it Austin or is it Brandon?
I want to say it's Austin. I don't know. It might be Brandon.
Yeah, somebody I know plays Watermelon Crawl and it
I
makes
don't
my
know.
day. That's a great song.
It's fun for sure. So when did
Yeah.
what brought you from gigging to producing? Is that like a lifelong dream or?
Her.
I mean, I knew that, but.
Yeah, I've always wanted to work in a studio. I've always wanted to be a producer. That's something because I always loved running sound for my band.
Mhm.
I ran sound forever for my band, and I love mixing. It's a lot of fun. And so I guess during COVID, when we got some of that government money.
Yep.
when-
Stimmy.
yeah, that we're all paying for now. But anyway, I don't want to get into politics. Anyway.
We can.
So yeah, when we got that little bit of extra cash, went and bought, little small setup, because she was writing songs and she wanted to start recording.
Dude.
So
The government should put you on a poster because that's the right thing to do with that fucking money.
You're technically investing. So.
Yeah, no doubt. All these other bums just stole it and bought crack off the street.
Oh, well, never mind. Take it back. I was pointing.
Man, that was a good use of that money. I didn't spend my stimulus money that well. I don't think I bought it on anything cool. And I did want to ask you the first gig. What was the sound equipment like?
Oh my god!
What did you
it
use?
was horrible. I don't know. The bass player had a bunch of old stuff from like the '70s, and it was just horrible. Like an old PV head, you know, like an old one of those old heads, like from 1978, 1980. Plug it in. It was.
That was the mixer
Yes, it was nasty.
with the knobs like an amp, like a guitar
Yes,
amp. Oh yeah,
it was horrible.
Oh, those are shitty. With like one speaker.
Yeah, we had a couple speakers. I don't know. They were old,
Weren't they like homemade? or something?
speakers.
Hey,
Oh my god.
I
you
think
do-
they were.
that's
I mean, I'm not putting
Oh.
it down. I mean, you know, we got out and we were playing and we had fun, but
our
it
fir-
was,
yeah.
it was
Our,
terrible.
our
equipment.
first gig we played on karaoke equipment, and the Unknown Brothers still to this day just play with one speaker. So, but they rock it. Tyler just plugs his microphone into a speaker.
Yeah.
And the rest is just bass amp, guitar amp, and drums.
Man.
And you know, sometimes it doesn't sound as good as the real deal, but in Tin Cup, it actually does kind of sound good.
It's- I feel like it's hard to sound bad in there.
Yeah, I know you're in Tin Cup, and then if you drink enough, it just kind of starts to sound real good. But
That low ceiling.
man, to think about 1994 at the Hitch and Rail, man.
Yeah.
It's unreal. Who
It's-
would have
it's
thought we'd
CE
talk
King.
about that tonight?
I don't think I got first actual like good sound equipment probably for like a year later. Finally went to Texas Music Emporium and bought a little system. You know,
Do you remember who you bought them from?
I don't remember the guy.
Was it tall, lanky dude, Hugh?
I think Hugh was there. I remember Hugh.
You remember?
He was
him?
owner, wasn't he?
No, he's just been there. He's
He's
just,
probably still there. I bought a lot of stuff from Hugh. That might have been who I bought all the stuff from.
Isn't he in
I
the
bet it was-
escape band?
oh, he texts me all the time. I'll just get a random text, a picture of a new guitar he got, and then I'll go, looks good, and he said, and then he'll go, he'll be like $1,200. I'm like, I don't have any money here. Like, and be like, we can put it on layaway. He said, be like, give me $20, I'll put it on layaway. I'm like,
$20.
and then I always say, can I do $20 layaway and it comes home with me? And he's like, no, we got to keep it here.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't want it.
I bought several guitars from there.
They're my favorite guitar store, mostly because of Hugh. I used to jam with him a lot
Mhm.
at the Jailhouse, Backwoods. I've seen him at Green Oaks, but I haven't seen his old ass in a while.
Isn't he in that Journey cover band?
No, that's Joel, the younger.
Oh.
You know Joel?
I don't know.
He's
I haven't been there in years.
Oh, really? He's the younger fella. He's in a. What's the name of it?
Escape?
Yeah, he's in a Journey cover band.
They're pretty decent too.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
Wow. We need to check them out.
Oh, I think they're the Houston Journey cover band because they get all the Kima gigs and all those like perfect like bag of donut type gigs.
Mhm.
But in Joel shreds, he's like Joe Satriani type shredder. He plays Ibanez's
Yeah.
and he kills it. Makes me feel bad when I see him play. But I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I think he laughs at me because I come in there and I'm like buying this dumb guitar because he's always trying to sell me an Ibanez. I'm like, nah, I just need looks. Like, give it up.
Yeah. I bought an Ibanez from there when I was, I don't know, 15, I think. Well, I didn't. My parents bought it. But
Was it the SG style?
no, 560 or something like that. I don't remember the model. It's RG 560 or something like that. It was like one of the kind of like the Steve Vai type model.
The hole in the body.
It didn't have the handle there, but it was kind of like that kind of.
Dude, my
that kinda
buddy
style.
used to have the American made Steve Vai with the gold hardware. It was so sick. He couldn't play a damn thing on it, but it was sick. Dude, I find the the people with the best guitars, never play them and never use them.
We had that conversation the other
Yeah.
night talking about one of your friends, right?
Collector, yeah.
Yeah, he's a collector.
Oh, really? We
Can't
did?
play-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
At
he has.
Fergie's?
Yeah, he has like an insane collection.
Oh,
Remember he was telling us about
yeah.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, he has like one signed by Prince.
Yeah, Prince, Stevie Ray Vaughan. He owns a couple of Tom Petty's guitars
Yeah.
that he actually played that were his. And crazy, insane collection.
Didn't you say
Out
like
of this world.
Johnny Cat? Like Johnny
June
Cash?
Carter Cass's guitar.
June, yeah.
The daughter.
No, Johnny.
Oh,
Johnny
the
Cash's
wife.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That is. I want. This is my collection.
It's just half.
That ain't shit.
That's my
It's-
bass.
The acoustic
That's
is.
your bass. You play bass?
I don't. That's my bass, so.
Oh. I don't, but that's my bass.
No, my best friend passed away last year, and that was his, and they gave it to me. I would like to learn
Cool.
bass. That's why I got it. Just we hung it up, and I haven't taken it down. So
I have a 5-string bass that's in the truck. I should probably not leave it in the truck, but I meant to go grab it for this podcast. But
why is it in the truck?
I took it to Shady Acres. I thought about playing the bass.
Oh, okay.
Boy, that was a gig. Have you ever been to Shady Acres in the Heights?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Me and Brandon played there Sunday, and it was actually a good gig, and the people there were very goofy, but thank y'all if you came. I'm not talking. I am talking trash, but I'm not. I'm just teasing y'all. But thank you for coming. It's Sunday to have people there was nice, but they just wanted to hear. I even got on the mic because we did like our 80s mashup. And we did like a lot of 90s covers because we like that shit. And they didn't like it at all. They were just like, play Tyler Childers, play everything that was on Yellowstone. And I was like, I got on the mic and I was like, when I play out in that Styx, they want to hear all the 90s and the rap. And now I'm coming in the freaking city and y'all want to hear country. This is not right. I was like, I thought y'all were going to be in this rap. But they. And then I was just going, I felt like a dick. Because they kept, this one lady was like, play Hank Williams, play this. And I got on the guitar and I was like, y'all just want to hear country music. And I started going, but it sounded a lot better. And I was like, I could just do this for an hour and you motherfuckers would dance. And then one lady started getting up and dancing. And I was like, hey, look, here, I'll do it. Here, I'll change it up and I'll do it in D. I was like, this is all y'all want to hear.
You just hit Toby
Sorry.
with the corner.
That's all they want to hear is honky tonk music.
It's okay, baby.
Yeah.
So is that what like you primarily played was country? And you played for gigged for what 20 years?
A long time, about 27 years, I guess.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, primarily country, but there was a time that our band, we played a variety of everything. We would do disco, rock, Pink Floyd, all
Alright.
kinds of stuff. For a good while, we were primarily a variety band.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what
We
I
were
like.
called Misbehaving for a long time, probably 10, 15 years.
So you went from Off the Wall to Misbehaving. Was it the same group or?
No, not really. No, not at all, to be honest. I'm trying to thinking back. No. Got a different drum. It was all new guys, except for one, Abraham Soto. He played keyboards with me. He played with me for probably 25 years.
Nice.
So when we left that one band, he came with me. So he was the only one. It was different guys.
Is that the only two bands that you've been in?
Yeah.
Wow. No. Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Because after Off the Wall, you did
Oh, Southern Justice.
Southern
That's right.
Justice,
That's right. I was with them for about 2 years.
Gotcha.
and then
That
Misbehaving.
was
Just hired or
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then I left that band and started my own.
Which was Misbehaving.
Started my own band in 99. Yeah, 1999 is when I started Misbehaving.
Nice.
so
And then
long-
then I changed it to my name, Don Vickers, and I guess about 2012.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Just
You
Don
started
Vickers
recording?
band.
Yeah, because I
Music.
started writing my own stuff and started recording and
Yeah.
coming out with original stuff.
nice.
Have you-
2012.
Have you? I know. Well, we can get into it in a little bit, but you've been wanting to record some of your stuff. So have you recorded any of it? Like, do you sing it? I know. Blake did Blake do one of your songs? Was it Blake
Dawson.
or Dawson?
Drake
It was
did.
Dawson. Yeah.
Well, no. I have 2 cuts on Dawson Drake's album that just dropped.
That's what it was.
3 or 4 weeks ago. One song that I wrote called "This Love Between Us,"
Uh-huh.
which Dawson and Caitlin Elise
Yeah. I love
recorded.
Caitlin.
And
Hey,
then there's
Tiffany.
another song.
Put that mic down. Move that mic down just a little bit. There you go.
Hello? Is that better? Okay.
You can even bring it down just a little bit more.
Okay.
Do I need
Is
to
that
bring
better?
this one down?
No, you can.
I think it was just in your face, like for the
Oh,
Yeah, I
camera.
can't see you talking. I wanna hear
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear it? Is it good? It was quiet.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, I can hear
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah, you're good.
That's a
Okay.
good looking waveform. So. But anyway, I'm sorry. I
Oh,
didn't mean to
that's okay.
interrupt.
And then there's another song that I co-wrote
Uh-huh.
with Dawson, and so I was really excited about that because since Dawn started writing, we started writing what back
About
to
2010.
2010.
Mhm.
I would co-write with Dawn, but back then I didn't know how to play guitar,
Yeah.
and so I never really considered myself a songwriter, even though I co-wrote with him on both of his
Lyrics, yeah.
albums. But it wasn't until years later. I think I started learning to play guitar. What, about 5 years ago?
2017,
Something like that.
Mhm.
And then once I did, I took off, and now I write all the time. And so,
You feel
as we
more
were
like-
talking about what we were talking about earlier, when you guys asked about how the studio started, actually, it kind of started before COVID.
Mhm.
Because I had been recording all these songs that I was writing on my phone.
Mhm.
And I got to where now I'm up to like probably 500 recordings
Wow.
of pieces
Whoa.
of songs.
Well, not whole songs, just
yeah,
pieces.
Like,
Yeah.
songs or
Just
pieces
A
of
verse,
songs.
a chorus, stuff like
And
that.
so back then, Don had an old 8-track recorder, and I told him, I was like,
Text.
Nice.
let's set up one of the bedrooms because I can't keep using my phone
Yeah.
to record all this. I want to be able to walk in a room and just lay down whatever
Correct.
I've
yeah.
written. And that's kind of how it all started. And then during COVID, as he started recording some of my songs, and I was telling him, I'm like, man, you really have a knack for this. Like, I've always known that he's had a great ear,
Mhm.
but now we were,
Mhm.
or at the time, we were starting to see that he was a great producer, a great session player. I mean, just great studio engineer, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so as we were starting to listen to the playbacks, I was like, we should do this. Like, we should like open a studio, and just do it from our house and see what happens.
Yeah.
And so he got a couple of his buddies to come by, like Troy McManus.
Mhm.
Who else?
I
Just
don't
some
remember.
different people.
Just got Troy to come in. I said, hey, you got some songs? Just come in here. We'll do it for free so I can just practice and
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah. And so anyway, so during that time, I did record an album, which I've kind of been sitting on for what, like
2 years.
2.5 years, because I wasn't sure whether or not I really wanted to come out with it.
Yeah.
And I finally decided that I'm going to, and I've even decided on a release date, but I'm just doing it to share it as as a songwriter,
Yeah.
not necessarily, as an artist.
A singer,
That's not my goal,
vocalist,
but
whatever.
Yeah.
But you're singing on it.
Mhm.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Are
like
some-
all the music, like all the songs, I wrote all the songs, wrote all the melody, the
Are the
music, everything.
songs done?
Yeah. All we have left is the scratch vocals.
You just,
to
she just
redo
needs to
the
come in and
vocals.
re-sing them. And so.
Yeah. And then add
Oh,
the
but all the
harmonies.
music's done?
Yeah, like it's a whole album.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I
It's
appreciate
been
it.
done for a long time.
Yeah, but
That's a
It's
big
been sitting
deal.
around
But-
procrastinating.
yeah, I was, but I finally decided, I need to go ahead and come out with it. And
Yeah.
so now that we've got all of these other people that are coming out with stuff, we're really excited about it. I mean, we've got Dawson came out with some stuff. Mud Creek Revival is about to drop their EP.
Chip Oliphant.
Chip
Yeah.
Oliphant.
Yeah, you did you do the is it the Big Band Project?
No.
Did you do that?
No, I did not.
No, okay.
I recorded a song that he's got out called September
Yeah.
22
24.
or 24, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
2022.
And then he's coming out with another one on this Friday that we did.
Ooh.
And
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
he's gonna record his whole album with me. His stuff sounds really good.
Awesome.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
What's the name of the Chip song? You'll have to show me. I never.
September 24, 2022 is the name of the song. That's him and his wife's anniversary.
Yeah, I
Aw.
remember that when it came out.
And then his
Brandon's
new-
coming
and
next
then his
week
new
to record with
single-
me. Brandon Gardner.
He said that.
Mm-hmm.
What is I guess.
Yellow Roses? Is he doing Yellow Roses?
Yeah,
I
does
don't
he-
know. He didn't tell me what
He
song
didn't
he
tell
was
you?
Okay,
doing.
so
No.
what did he just want to come over and talk?
No, we talked on the phone. He's coming to record.
So has he
next
got
week.
does he have a plan, or does it sound like he's got a plan, or what?
Just gonna rock and
I think
roll.
so. We're just gonna roll with it, I guess.
I remember you saying the
I
other
can't
night
wait for that.
that you didn't feel, I guess, like validated until you were able to play the guitar because you were like, I'm writing these songs, whatever, but until I can play the guitar, then I'll consider myself a songwriter. Like, I
Yes.
remember you telling me that, and I was like, that kind of like, I resonate with that. Like, I could see that, like, where you would feel that way. But now you're like about to be like a recorded artist. Or I guess you are technically.
Yeah,
So
he
like,
is recorded.
yes, and like, I mean, like, yeah, you're a songwriter, but like, you're an artist. Like,
Well, thank you. I
so,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it.
Well, hey, I can't wait to hear you play drums.
Yeah, well, we got rid of the drum set, so
Yeah, I got rid of the freaking drum set.
But
yeah.
but it's exciting because what Don and I offer with the studio, not only recording, we've had people reach out to us wanting help with
Writing songs. Yeah.
and so recently, as a matter of fact, it was the night that Dawson's album was going to drop
Mhm.
at 11 p.m.
Uh-huh.
We had this guy named Micah Galloway that
Okay.
came over, and he wanted help writing a song. So he and Dawn and I sat around, and we were writing a song. And the whole time that we're writing this song, I'm looking at the clock,
Like making sure it's
waiting
not
for
11
Dawson's
o'clock.
album to drop because I was just so excited.
She was so
because-
excited because the song that she wrote that Dawson
that
recorded
was
is
the one.
coming out.
Yeah,
She was
because
so
I had
excited.
2 cuts on it, and
Yeah.
so for the first time, I was getting songs cut
Yeah.
once I actually started writing on my own. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
What
So,
was the name of the song?
um,
Is it on the album?
Yes.
Or
yeah,
Oh,
on
okay.
Dawson's album,
I can't think of it. What's
This
it called?
Love Between Us,
This Love Between Us.
This Love Between Us?
which is a duet that Dawson and Caitlin Elise sing together. It's a song that I wrote.
I haven't heard that song.
And then there's another song on Dawson's album called A Song I Can Dance to that
Yeah.
we co-wrote.
I didn't
And,
listen to
I
that. I
remember
didn't
that
know
one.
that.
yeah.
How was that? How long did y'all work with Dawson?
For a while, probably about a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it took them a while to get it out, but
I saw. I mean, how many songs on it?
I did. There's 10 on there. I produced 8 of them.
Wow.
So there's 2 that he did at another studio.
Was that your first album?
Yeah.
Full album?
hmm
Nice.
Dude,
my first one.
his album party was lit.
It sure
It
was.
was.
It was
That
a
was cool.
great.
I think that's where I met you at.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
a matter of fact.
That was the night you met her.
Uh-huh.
hmm
Dude,
And I
yeah.
guess like officially met you too. Like,
Yeah.
So he would just come over every like a week or just when he could and just work on the song.
Basically, yeah. They recorded the drums at another studio. Richard Rose, I don't know if you know him.
I know the name.
He lives over in Highlands. He has a little studio in Highlands, so we went over there and cut the drums because I can't record drums at my house. I don't have the means to do that. But yeah, we recorded the drums. Well, some of the drums, and then a couple of the other songs I sent off to Walter Cross. He does all my drum work. But that's the first time I met him. That was in November of not this last November.
21.
21.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I think it was Blake Brown that contacted
Blake
you.
Brown,
about
yeah,
that,
he
right?
contacted me, and he actually played some of the drums on some of those.
I was going to ask if because I think he was originally
Their drummer,
playing
yeah.
the drums. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, and it took him a while to do it. They came in when they could and record vocals, and it just took a while.
it is. It's Satan.
It took them
It's
a
a
while,
process.
and then
Yeah.
but Blake's the one I just finished up with Mud Creek Revival. It only took about a month and a half.
Really? Well,
Didn't take long.
they came in with like everything like ready, basically. Like, here's our songs.
Yeah.
Because you helped Dawson write, obviously, so that took a while.
Well, Dawson already had most of his songs. We showed him "This Love Between Us," and he was like, "Wow, that's a good song. I want to cut it." And then one night we were in the studio recording, and he was like, "Man, you know what, dude? I need a honky tonk song. I need something really country." I said, "Well, let's go write one." I went
Something
out.
I can dance to.
Yeah, I went outside. I went outside. I was getting ready, and she just started spitting out lyrics one after another. And I was like, "Okay, y'all 2 write it. I'll just sit back and play guitar."
Yeah, I'll sit over there.
You needed
That's
a
awesome.
honky tonk song.
Yeah, you needed something you could dance to.
Hey,
Hence the name.
I've literally.
I'm assuming that's the one.
Yeah.
I've literally had that exact thought process, and it's how I wrote one of the songs on our album. I was like, I need a freaking honky tonk song.
And it is.
Our album was. I mean, our album was. It was just. God, to me, just fucking.
I feel like it took forever.
It did take forever, and it was just a lot of mental anxiety and fucking imposter syndrome, and coming up with parts is fucking. That was what killed me is guitar parts. Not all of them.
Did you come up with them in the studio or at home, and then go in and lay 'em down?
Both, right?
Yeah, both. I mean, the one that I'm most known for, which is the solo on Hurricane, I wrote at home.
Hmm.
So I probably should do that more. But the rest of them, I mean, well, none of the other songs really lend themselves. Like none of the other songs we recorded lend themselves to like grandiose guitar solos.
Hmm.
So it was just like the country songs. I was like, they can just tell me what they want, and I'll play that.
There was a couple that y'all were in the studio and you're like, okay, this is gonna be a guitar solo, fiddle, another guitar. And you're like, okay, and just kind of noodled something out. And,
Yeah, that's all. Every other guitar solo I think I've done. It was just like, it's always at the end of the session of the first session.
Hmm.
When we do like the bass track with drums, because we live track at least like we live track the songs live
Hmm.
with the goal to hopefully keep the drum the bass track.
Hmm.
And it's all of them have been at the end of the studio with like 30 minutes left, and I'm like, can I do the solo? And every single time the motherfuckers are like, you sure you got it? You sure you got it? And I'm like, yeah, dude, come on, bruh. And that's how I just hear what they want. And, but all of them were like that except Hurricane. I spent a month every day. I would wake up and play the track without the guitar solo and just try to write the solo. Cause it was like 16 bars and it's in A minor and it's rock. I'm like,
Hmm.
and it was just
Right up your alley.
yeah, huge open space. And I was
Yeah.
like, this song has got to have,
Killer solo.
yeah. Well, that was the battle I really fought was I wanted a killer solo, but I'm not really good enough to I'm not good enough to record anything that's going to like technically amaze anybody. So I was like, it's
Mhm.
just got to have a good flow. And
Mhm.
I am proud that that guitar solo came out exactly. I mean, it's ripped off from. I mean, it's almost all of it is mostly ripped off from Wanted Dead or Alive, except for I think maybe like I don't know. I could think of this like a Mixolydian mode. Those parts are ripped off from Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth.
Richie Sambora is my favorite guitar player, so we listen to him a lot.
Man, you're saying ripped off. I think every lick that I know, I ripped off from somebody else. It's hard to come up with stuff original because it's all been done 1,000
Yeah.
times, a million times.
I wouldn't say ripped off. I would say heavily influenced
There you go.
by.
Yeah, heavily. I say ripped off just because I wrote it, but nobody. I mean, the only time you know you ripped it off is when normies, regular people, are saying it's. That's when it's like, damn.
Hey man, that sounds like the one of Dead or Alive solo. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like verbatim, you know. And
Yeah.
It's not the exact like. If you would put them side by side, like they wouldn't sound alike. It's just that
No,
there's
they
certain
wouldn't.
part-
Yeah.
I mean, like all of us in here are like musically inclined, so we could hear it. But to the normal ear that is not musically inclined, they would be like, "Oh, that's a sick solo," and then you'd hear one in Dead or Alive, they have no idea.
Yeah, I played a solo on We Like to Party, one of Blake Brown's songs, and I completely ripped off Steve Ray Vaughan. I mean, I went back and listened to it. I was like, oh wow, that sounds
He ripped off Buddy Guy.
that's Stevie licks, but whatever.
But
I
who's
mean,
gonna? Yeah,
I did it because it fit the song well.
I
you
love
know?
that song. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think if you don't steal a melody, it's open game.
I mean, I did some of the Pride and Joy licks, those open high E licks, you know, but yeah, it
Nobody's
worked.
gonna care. I
It
mean,
worked.
Yeah, if it worked. But I mean, and also the tone on Hurricane is pretty unique, so that adds because
Yeah.
but it's not like 8 bars of ripped off.
no, it's the I mean, I was really proud of the tone. My guitar tone on all those songs, I'm really proud of.
Right.
The single that we're about to release, I use the Helix, and I will never use it again.
Really.
I don't know. They convinced me to use it on the single, and it's like it's great, but it's too good.
Too good.
It is. It's too perfect.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. They like it, so I could be wrong. But I don't particularly like the tone, and I won't use it again. I just
Yeah.
something about the amp.
I've been running direct on all my stuff. Just using plugins, which I need to get.
That's what. Sorry, everybody. Rainy.
What
It's
happened,
okay.
babe?
She
Her
got her
foot.
nut
No, it
caught
just
in her
got wrapped
foot.
around her.
Rainy, get out of here.
No,
Go.
I
It's
just
okay. She's sweet. I like it.
She's a podcast.
I didn't want you
dog.
to bother. her.
Podcast dog.
I didn't want her to bother you.
She wants to stay
He's-
Oh,
right.
she's not
She's
bothering.
the
He's-
Earl Shreds mascot.
Yeah.
He's definitely in the podcast, dog.
Hey, I
He's
was
always in here.
I was telling him my middle name's Earl too. So.
Is it?
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, I think you
yeah.
did.
the
you
Earls,
told
the
me.
Earl Shreds brothers.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what I say. Congratulations.
Okay,
I had-
that's what he
It's
said.
all about-
I
Congratulations.
had no idea, dude.
That's his middle name
Don
too.
Earl and Dalton Earl.
That's your
Aw.
middle name, Shredney.
Shredney.
Sydney Earl.
Sydney Earl, that's me.
Yeah, people call me Earl. They don't even know my name.
There's so many people that come up to me like, "Hey, where's Earl?" And I was like, "Who?" Like Earl.
Well, now you know.
Well, yeah, but
it's-
at first I was like, "Who are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh, Dalton," and they don't know that he doesn't tell people his name's Dalton. He
I
tells
don't
people
want
his
them to
name's
know
Earl.
my name,
Wow.
dude. Ew. Okay, they're distracting me. They got to get out of here. This one's too much.
So speaking of the studio, I don't know when this is going to air or come out, but I'm going to drop a couple of release dates.
Yeah,
Tip
please
Tip
do.
Oliphant's coming out with a song this Friday.
on
Micah
fire.
Galloway is coming out with a song that the three of us we wrote together, February 16th, called Honky Tonk Rehab.
Was
And
that the
then-
song that y'all wrote the night
Yeah.
Dawson's album dropped?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
What is
Blake
So-
Brown, Mud Creek Revival, they're coming out with theirs February 25th.
Yes.
They did 7 songs with me.
And that's gonna be associated with that big party they're having.
Yeah,
That's
they're
right.
having an album
Mhm.
release party.
Are we going or do we have a show?
I think you have a show.
I really wanted to go to that.
I know we had planned on going, and then y'all booked something.
Blake told me about that a month ago when he was on the podcast.
It was supposed to be earlier, like February 4th or 5th or something.
Yes,
But
they moved it back.
yeah, we were taking a little while to get this done. A little bit
Oh,
longer.
okay.
It's actually the weekend of the rodeo cook-off,
Yeah.
the
I
HLSR
don't know if
rodeo
that's going to
cook-off.
help his CD
Yep,
release
I
party.
noticed that the other day.
Yeah, because my company is sponsoring one of the tents on the 24th, the Thursday night.
Oh, okay.
It's probably
Yeah.
not.
It's way too late now, but I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but I was wishing he could reschedule it, but whatever. Too late,
Well, I mean,
because
you
that
could.
cook off, a lot of people go to it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and where's the show at?
in Liberty,
It's at Elks Lodge.
Elks Lodge in Liberty.
You ever been? I've been there. I grew up in Liberty, so
It's been
I think
several years since I've been there.
I think you'll be all right.
I hope so.
I think
How much are y'all? How much are they charging to get in?
I don't even remember.
I don't
I think
know.
Is it 20, 20,
yeah.
25, 20 or something?
But I
like that?
think most of the VIP tables are already sold out. They added more.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, they added more.
I think
That's
I
great.
think that's if I read that right.
Well, then if they come, then you're.
And they added a meal too, I think, because it was just
Oh, wow.
snacks, and I think you get a meal now.
Damn, y'all
um,
are doing it, dude. These Liberty Dayton people, they're doing album release parties and.
And I think it's gonna be packed because
I
like
hope so.
Liberty
Yeah, it
people
is
show
gonna
up
be
for Liberty
packed.
people.
I hope so.
Like,
Dawson's
you
was
know?
packed. Dawson had a freaking MC.
Yeah, that was cool. And
It
they had,
was. I
they
was
had
like,
the Liberty food truck too, and it was good.
Dude, I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like an idiot. Well, we're the drifters for a reason. We just released our shit and we just released our
it was on
all-
Mason's birthday.
yeah, and then we had a show planned way before at LHP, and we were like, this can just be our album release, and it was a good time. But
Yeah, the day of the actual release, you were playing with the Blue Bonnet Bastards. Because my brother's the drummer for the Blue Bonnet Bastards, and he wore a GCD
Oh,
shirt
yeah, I
and
remember
colored
that
it
night
like
it
bright
came-
colors.
it came out when we were all showing everybody.
Yeah, because they played GCD songs like on the PA at the Whiskey Barn.
I was more where I was worried about the internet. I was just like, I don't even real life planning is too much. Like, or it's just too much for me. I'm just
So Mason didn't have a release party.
He did. It was his birthday also.
yeah. He had a birthday. No, we didn't go though.
Because you had a show
Oh
with the
yeah,
Bastards.
he did.
He
That-
changed, like,
that's
they
why
had
I don't
already had that
remember it.
gig planned, and then he just randomly decided, hey, we're going to release it on this day. And it was his birthday, and they were like, well,
It was at the whiskey
we have a
barn?
gig. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He
'Cause-
did.
Because
I'm-
Dalton named it the album release, like the Blue Bonnet Bastards play the GCD album release, and we tried to get them to come to like, because it's basically everybody's in the
Mm.
Bastards except for Nate and Mason. So we were gonna get them to come, and like the Bastards were gonna just like stop halfway through and let them play like a whole set. And but they had already planned. It was a surprise birthday party, album release party for Mason.
But it was private as well.
Oh,
And I was, yeah, it was private for like his family, friends, and industry people. But I had that gig at the whiskey barn. And I was like, it's like fuck. My fans want to see me play.
It was fun. Yeah.
Because they wanted me to go, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna fucking play. I'll be, but I remember, yeah, I made it. I was like, okay, well, since you're doing that private, I was like, for anybody else who's not invited to that party, you can come to watch the Bastards, and we can celebrate it. And there were a shitload of GCD fans,
Yeah.
because there's like a lot of fans that are fans of
both.
the
Crossover.
Bastards. So it was like all of them were excited. So that was the release party. That's why I didn't remember it. And that was a good gig.
It was fun.
But I was just blown. I was just focused on the internet. I was like, fuck it. The internet is the only fucking thing that matters.
So that's back to Mud Creek. That's February 25th. So it's not
Mhm.
next Friday, but the following Friday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's at Oaks Lodge in Liberty. And that's like not an all day affair, but like a all afternoon affair, right?
I guess there's
Yeah.
a lot of people playing.
Who's
Yeah.
big
Yeah,
dog?
he's got some quite a few names. Artists that are playing.
Caitlin and I are playing.
I can look it up.
Micah Cheatham, Austin Tellez, Parker Ryan.
He's the big guy, right? Parker Ryan's the finale,
Mhm.
the finale. Have we seen him?
I don't. I
I
can't
think I
tell
see
you.
his name on the country charts. Honey, would you go get me a beer so I don't have to step over
I'm about to tell you who's playing.
I'd like one too.
Here, I'll go get you.
I'd like
guys
one too.
You give me one? Thank you,
Yeah.
Tiffany.
I'll put
Do you
one.
need anything?
Put one in the,
I'm good.
I'll
Thank
put
you.
one in the fridge.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I think you got them all. Yeah.
There's some Miller Lights down there at the bottom, I believe.
Thank you.
Let's
Okay,
see.
so it's 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. Pre-sale tickets are $20 and tickets at the door are $25. It's 18 and up. There's a $5 bottle fee. Yeah, there is still VIP section or tables. And it says Caitlin and Dawn, Micah Cheatham, Austin Tellez, Mud Creek Revival, and then Parker Ryan's gonna end the night. Cool.
Is he the dude that shakes his ass? No,
This
that's
guy.
Mike Ryan.
That's Mike Ryan.
Mike
Yeah,
Ryan.
this is Parker Ryan.
I'll say, don't ask me. I don't know.
No, he doesn't. Yeah.
He kind of looks like Jacob. Stelly.
How many?
I don't know.
What's his name? Parker Ryan?
Yes.
I'm going to validate him real quick. I'm going to reduce him down to a number on the screen. Hold on. Parker. Oh, he's got it. Well, never mind. Everybody's got on. 26,000 monthly listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a pretty
Wow.
well-known dude.
Way to go, buddy. Banger Radio. That's what the playlist he's on. Well, Blake
I put y'all on
was.
a playlist.
Hmm?
I put y'all on a playlist.
We're on the country versus metal playlist.
Yeah, I know.
The what?
The country versus metal playlist.
Have you not heard of that
That's
guy?
cool.
You don't know that guy?
Mm-mm.
He lives in I think he lives in New Jersey or Philadelphia. I'm sorry,
Thank
Patrick.
you. You
I
didn't have to
can't
do
remember.
that.
But
Mm.
he's a metalhead, and he blew up because he does reaction videos to Red Dirt Country,
Really?
and he only lives. Hey, get her out of here! I don't want to hear her tamming.
She's fine. Keep talking.
But he does reaction videos to Red Dirt Country, and that's how he blew up. He's got like 300,000 followers, and like he went to Mile Zero this past whatever, and motherfucker he got backstage taking pictures with all the famous people, like big name people.
Really?
But that's what people will submit songs to him, and he will. I mean, it literally he just goes.
He just puts his headphones on and listens.
He puts the album cover green screen behind him. He puts his head and goes, I talk too much, listen to music, and then he just reacts to the song. But I followed him a while ago, and when our album came out, I DM'd him and was like, hey man, listen to this song. And he did, and it really got a lot of traction for that song. So tips to artists, DM radio stations. You never know. Most of them will say no, but one might say yes. And really, because then it was like, and then, because I think that's what blew Hurricane, because he got like 100,000 views on that video he did of Hurricane.
Really?
Except, the one thing I will say is so many people thought it was Lane Hardy.
He was on American Idol.
Yeah. Even though he had the Gulf Coast Drifters. So there's still a lot of people that think our version of Hurricane is Lane Hardy's.
Really?
I think it's because it's kind of slower, like more rock.
But it sounds nothing like ours.
It
Because they
doesn't,
will
but-
DM me and say, bro, I didn't know you were Lane Hardy's guitar player. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm not, and this is not his songs.
You remember we watched him on American Idol, Lane Hardy,
We did?
because that's when Lacey K. Booth. It was the same
Uh-huh.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
She was
right.
on there too. I'm about to get her out.
It's just the tip. People don't. I'm sorry if you're in your car listening to the tip tabs. Well, we gotta get her. That's why we don't. She is sweet. Poor thing.
Later, baby.
That's her thing.
Yeah, man, it's crazy the people I've met on TikTok randomly that I make like good connections with, and I don't even like a dude that I really like, and I want to collab with him because he likes my stuff and we follow each other. He's called the Cornbread Cowboy, and he just dresses up like a hillbilly, and he'll just like do little skits to old country music.
I've never heard of it.
Really?
And he's got like a shitload of followers, and I want to collab with him. He just did something with one of the bigger name country artists, but y'all go check out the Cornbread Cowboy. He's a great follow, as well as Country versus Metal. And honestly, yeah, you as a record dude. Go follow that account. Shoot him a DM. That'd be a great way to get free promo if he'll do it. Patrick, I'll tell him right now. Patrick, if Don sends you a DM for a song he worked on, please have it on your channel for me. It'd be worth it. Cause
He watches the podcast.
Country versus metal?
Yeah.
Why does he call it that?
Because he's a metalhead and like he decided.
So he doesn't listen to country. So
No.
he just reacts to
he
it.
does.
He does now
Okay.
because people started sending him country songs and because he was not a country fan, and now he is. But I think
Yeah,
that was like his shtick. It's like, I'm a metalhead. I don't like country music, which I can relate to because
But
I'm
he
kinda the
likes
same way.
he likes all this stuff.
Hey,
now.
I'm still a metalhead.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we are
always.
too.
Always till the day I die.
Yeah, me too.
I love country music though. Some of the stuff now.
I like older country.
Oh,
I do too.
Yeah,
Music today is not country anymore.
I
It's-
agree. Yeah, you can't put it in that category.
what is it?
I
I don't
have
know.
No idea.
Yeah.
I like to call it crap. Country
It
and rap.
is.
Oh yeah, crap.
Country and rap.
Country and rap. That's
Crap.
true. Yeah.
Sorry if I offend anybody.
Dude, I
Sorry.
they
always offend people.
they know me. I'm sorry. I haven't gone live on TikTok in a week because I was banned.
And I bet Patrick will be on there. He watches the live on TikTok when we're on there.
I think what it is too. It's like I plug this audio interface into the phone, and it's like high quality audio, but then it like picks up everything, and then the app thinks I said something bad and it just bans me.
Is that an iRig?
Yeah, it's the iRig. And it's nice.
I used one of those for my Facebook Live shows when I used to do those.
Nice.
It worked out great.
Yeah.
I do it for TikTok. They won't give me a stream key, so I can't stream on the computer like I do with Facebook.
Mhm.
So I have to plug it in my phone, but they won't. Y'all are turd burglars anyways.
Turd burglars.
They are.
So what? Okay, so you said Micah. What's his last name?
Galloway.
Galloway. I was saying Goodman. Micah Galloway. Chip Friday. This
Mhm.
Friday.
He's having a little single release party at O'Neill's Friday.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's like his stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Mud Creek, 2 weeks from now,
Yep.
and that's a whole album release.
Yeah, basically 7
Yeah.
songs. That's all I got coming out right now.
Got anything in the works? Well, I mean, obviously, of Tiffany's stuff.
Tiffany's stuff. Brandon Gardner's coming next week.
Yeah.
I can't wait for
A
that.
guy named Jacob Ryan Marshall is coming to
Oh, we
record a
love
song.
Jacob. Yeah,
Oh, I
he's one
love-
of our friends.
I think he's supposed to be coming this week, so I need to get with him and make sure. But
Well, who was that guy that you had to come last? Was it last weekend? Or the weekend
oh,
before?
JT Krill.
Oh yeah, JT in the Blacktops.
Yeah, he came over and did 3 acoustic songs
Justin
last week.
did?
Yeah, Justin.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, he came over. Some cool songs, great stuff.
Really? Yeah, he's a character.
Just acoustic. We did it just acoustic. They
Oh,
turned out
okay.
really great.
Good.
Dude, he is a fantastic singer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
like
is.
him. He's funny too. He's a
Yeah, he's really good. Logan Lutz came over. I don't know if y'all know him. This kid's 19 years old and songwriter way beyond his years. He's
Really?
an incredible songwriter for a 19-year-old kid,
that's exciting.
and an amazing voice as well. My friends call him the what's his name again?
Well, Blake.
The one you were
Blake
just talking
Brown
about
calls him the
Tyler
Tyler Childers.
Tyler
of the,
Childers of the South.
of the
That's what he calls
South.
Oh, I like it.
But a friend of mine actually referred to him as like he's a writer like Bob Dylan.
Oh
yeah.
wow,
him.
Yeah.
He's very
Yeah.
talented.
that's awesome. Like,
Extremely
that's a
talented.
huge compliment.
Yeah.
I recorded him last year. His turned out really good.
So his EP dropped late last year? I
Last year,
think?
yeah.
And then he's got a new song that'll be dropping soon.
So Logan Lutz, Lutz.
LOTZ.
Oh, Lotz. Okay, maybe I have seen that. Where's he from?
Anahuac.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Anahuac.
Something about
I've
all
heard
these.
that name.
Something about all these people from Liberty and Dayton and Anahuac down that
Hey,
area.
don't be hating on us.
They're
No, actually,
they're
Don,
great.
Don says he asked Caleb. He's
It's
like,
like, what are they?
Ain't got nothing better to
Feeding down
do.
there.
he said, what are they putting in the
In the
water
water.
out there? There's some really good kids.
All the
coming
talent
out
down that way.
of that area.
Yeah,
a swamp.
it's either music or drugs and go to jail. So
Like
Choose
when
the
I first
music
met
route.
when I first met Dawson, I was blown away by his voice. I couldn't believe it. It's like, dude, where have you been?
and that's so crazy
past-
because
Several years, like where? It's like he just came out of nowhere. I was
Mhm.
like, what the hell?
They all did.
I remember him when he was younger because his cousin and I are the same age. We graduated together. She was one of my really good friends, and I
Mhm.
just remember like, oh, there's little Dawson. Like, of course, he was never little,
Oh,
but he was young, and so to see him like all grown up and playing, it's
Yeah.
it's cool, and blows my mind because I would have never pictured that for him.
Mhm.
Hey, honey, can I see your phone? Or I gotta read these ad reels, and this shit is not working. Do y'all mind if I do these ads real
No.
quick?
I don't care.
Let me look it up though.
Your phone
Uh
just-
oh.
Ruh-roh.
Where's your phone?
Dude,
Here,
TikTok. Please don't. Music by Brian. I love you. You're the best. I want to have your babies. Please don't ban me. Dude, yeah, Dawson. He's hitting the ground running, dude.
hmm
No doubt. I mean, he needs to pay me for the ad I'm giving him right now.
he's one of those people too that like when he walks into a room, like people turn around like to look at. Like he just like demands like a presence, you know.
Yeah.
And not just because he's a big guy, but like he's just got like a strong voice, a strong personality. Like he just captures everybody's attention,
Mhm.
which is
That's
good. Like
what-
that's
yeah,
what
that's
you want to
what you want.
have.
That's what you want from a lead singer.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got that. And he's a good dude. Like
He is.
he's a gentleman.
I told him when I first met him, I'm like, you're like a big old teddy bear.
Yes.
You know, I mean, he's what is he like 6'4",
Mhm.
Yeah.
almost. I don't even know how much he weighs, but he's a
I'm
pretty
sure
big
like
guy.
320. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
I told Don when we first met him. Don met him the night that they went to go and track
The drums.
The
yeah.
drums,
Mhm.
And I was at home that night, and I just looked up a couple of videos, and Don called me to tell me how it was going. And then afterwards, he was like, "Hey, we're gonna go meet these guys at Rowdy Bucks." That's the night that I met Dawson and all of them. And
Mhm.
I told Don, I was like, I listened to him, and I was like, he's just got
Very respectful.
something
Yeah.
special about him and his voice. I said, he's got a certain something that I said, it kind of reminds me of the kind of talent that Cody Johnson has, but not necessarily that I was comparing him to Cody Johnson, but he has that extra special something
Yeah.
that just, I mean, I heard it from that moment, and I actually told Dawson that night.
Yeah.
And it was funny because he gave me a big hug. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much," But after that, of course, we got to know him, and then all the other guys in the band. And I mean, they're all great guys.
Yeah.
And they're all very, very talented. And I'm so happy to see what's happening with Dawson. He just released his album. He just released his first single to radio through Dylan Steen Promotions. And we're watching that now. It's starting to finally climb up.
Oh, that's
That's
good.
good for y'all, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he actually is going to be releasing his video
Oh, I saw
on Friday
a
for that.
snippet of that. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
awesome.
It does look good.
Yeah.
After his album came out, I think I had 4 or 5 people contact me to record. So yeah,
Really?
his album coming out is
And,
really did help.
Really? Yeah, you got to do that. That's
Mhm.
really the only way you get more people.
I bet
you
after
know?
Mud Creek, it's gonna same thing.
Hey, their stuff. I don't know if you've heard it or
Sounds
not, but
good.
it sounds really good. I'm so proud of all of these young guys that have come and record,
Yeah.
and just watching them grow and how much we've seen them grow since we
and
met them.
all of these kids are such good songwriters.
Mhm.
Blake and Dawson and what's Joel's last name? He used to play guitar with Dawson. He co-wrote
Oh yeah.
2 or 3 of these songs that are on Blake's album. He's
Joel.
yeah, Joel. What's his last name?
I,
Sorry, Joel,
No,
but
I-
this kid, he is a great freaking songwriter.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
know who you're talking about.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his last name. Blake has been one of my best friends since like middle school.
Really.
Yeah, we were in band together. We both played the drums.
Blake's my best friend
Oh.
right now.
Is he?
But
Yeah.
Blake has been one of my favorite people for a long time. So to see him finally, he was kind of he was very shy like when we were in school, and he used to come. We always had barn parties at my house. Everybody just come hang out
Like
and
spin the bottle.
you know.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, we'd read the Bible in the corner. And he would play with some of our friends because my brother always played. And then when my brother's generation got a little bit older, all of my friends, we would do the same thing. And Blake would come and play. Like we had a little cajon. We'd set up some speakers and stuff. And I actually shared a video with him the other day of a New Year's party. And he had to have been like a freshman in high school. And he looked like a baby, and you could tell. And when he was singing, we all were like, because there was 4 guys, and when it was his turn to sing, he was like really quiet, and he had his head down like this. And I was like, look how far you've come from like that moment to now, because now he's like, Mr. Personality, which blows my mind.
And his hair's all long.
Yeah, he's got a mullet or a perm.
Yeah,
and-
he got that perm.
yeah. The day he got it, he came over here. I was like, what is that on your head? He's like,
Oh, yeah, he
my
did-
grandma gave me a perm.
He got it
My
today.
grandma gave me a perm. Oh, that needs to be a song.
That would be great. Yeah.
The day that he came over here, he got a perm.
He got his perm. Yeah, and he only had his mustache. He shaved everything off. But his
Daniel
mustache.
shaved his beard.
Who?
Daniel Lynch shaved his beard.
Oh yeah, he looks like a baby.
Dude, I didn't even recognize the night we were at Fergie's. Dude,
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was somebody. When we got there, I was like, I thought Daniel was gonna be here, and I saw him, and I was like, who's that? And then he walked up to me, and I was like, oh shit.
Is it Joel Burris?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like from Liberty Joel Burris?
Yeah.
I was okay when you said Joel. I was like, I wonder if it's Joel Burris because
I just couldn't remember his last name. That's
okay,
what I'm
because the when I was talking about the guys playing at the New Year's party, Joel was one of the guys.
saying. Joel is
Oh,
a
awesome.
I went to school with him also.
he is a great, very talented songwriter. Very good.
Nice. Wow.
He
that-
sings good.
He
too.
wrote a song called West Texas Devil that Blake recorded. It's
it's
a
great.
badass song. It is so good.
Out or no?
Huh?
Out or upcoming?
It's coming up on the
Yeah.
album.
Hell yeah.
I think everybody's gonna really, really dig the Mud Creek Revival
it's-
album.
it's
It's
good
really
stuff.
good.
We've heard a few. Blake played a few of them for us, and I like it.
Yeah, I love.
Of course, like I like the "We Like to Party" song. Like that's a fun song.
Oh yeah, I love that song.
And I love Janet. Like,
Yeah.
she's
You
great.
know, I've met her, but I've never really talked to her. I haven't gotten to know her, but I've heard great things about her. But I've seen her perform. I love the way that they sound together,
Yes.
the harmonies and everything.
Yeah, brother and sissy.
They've
yeah.
been singing together since he was a baby. Like in
Yeah.
church, they grew up in the church and in the
Mm-hmm.
Opry, the Liberty Opry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
So it's
good.
been
The
really cool to
streets.
hear the recordings. And I think they well not I think they actually have a song on there where they're doing a duet.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it's gonna be
Ooh.
good.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's called Happy Days.
Oh my goodness.
And the song's
Aw.
not happy at all. It's
Oh yeah.
really messed up.
Oh, I should do a reggae song.
Yeah, she's got the vibe.
No, I mean it's not happy
No,
whatsoever.
but
Yeah.
it,
called Happy
it
Days.
sounds great.
I
I'm
wonder-
excited for them, and I can't wait for people.
I wonder if Blake
to
do
hear it.
a reggae song.
He could do it.
Would you do a reggae band? If they paid you?
I would record anything as long as it pays.
Right?
Hey, Sam. I'm missing a bunch of street dudes that just got a new stimulus check to your door.
Oh my god.
Hey, man, I want to do a rap album. You just got a government check. I got the studio for you. Let me do these stupid, not stupid. Sorry to my wonderful advertisers. Didn't mean that. Tim's Tiny Trucks. This podcast is held brought to you by Tim's Tiny Trucks at 23402 FM 2100. Please, Tim's Tiny Trucks is your #1 dealer for Japanese mini trucks in the great state of Texas. Japanese mini trucks are the ultimate utility vehicle for farmers, ranchers, hunters, outdoorsmen, manufacturers, or anyone looking for a reliable, capable, quiet, and comfortable vehicle to tackle anything you throw at it. Don't buy a four-wheeler. Buy a freaking Tim's Tiny Trucks. I say it all the time. You're going to be hot in the summer, cold in the winter. You look like an idiot with your pants on the ground. Tim's Tiny Trucks has got you taken care of. Call or text 346-353-MINI. 346-353-MINI. That's it. 23402 FM 2100. Please go check out his brand new location. This podcast. Oh, stupid me. I'm sorry. But when you buy your tiny truck, mention Earl Shreds, and you get a free T-shirt from me and him. So please, when you go to Tim's Tiny Trucks, mention Earl Shreds. Tell him he brought you. You get a free T-shirt from me and the one and only Tim. This podcast is also helped sponsored by Lacey's Golf Carts. What began as a hobby with a couple golf carts in the backyard has turned into the American dream for us. We love seeing the smiles on our customers' faces when they find a cart and fall in love with. Y'all, please go check out Lacey's Golf Carts. I'm sorry, y'all. They're at 9807 FM 2920 Tomball, Texas. 9807 FM 2920 Tomball, Texas. They got they got the golf carts with the rims on them. And, oh, those are clean. Yeah, please go. Tell them Earl Shreds bought you. You get a free T-shirt with that as well. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday on 9 to 4. One more time, that's 9807 FM 2920 Tomball, Texas. And then last but not least, this podcast is held sponsored by the band that I am so grateful to be in, the Gulf Coast Drifters. Please go to the GulfCoastDrifters.com. Check out our show schedule. Oh, that's somebody calling the Drifters right now. It's on February 10th. Oh, never mind. We're busy. That's a private party.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, this
I
podcast
wonder
is
if he's
held.
watching.
This podcast is held sponsored by Dalton Grice.
Which
No.
is just calling me.
He had to get that in there.
Yeah, he's
That's
like, oh, he's
funny.
doing ads. I got to get my foot.
Yeah. Maybe he'll mention me.
Yeah. So y'all please check out the GulfCoastDriftermusic.com. We're playing, of course, this Saturday at the shoot. March 10th, we're playing at Cowham Ranch Festival.
Check it out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Keep saying that. I want to see
That's. I wouldn't go any further out because that's already a month and a half out.
what? The
Middle of
Cowham?
March. Middle of March.
Oh, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Well, y'all plan to come. It is in 508 County Road, Elkhart, Texas. And we're playing at the Whiskey Barn on St. Patrick's Day, 11. The Cowham Ranch Festival, we're playing at 4:30. It is a festival. There are many bands on the gig. We're playing at 4:30. I told you motherfuckers to call in and say you want the Gulf Coast Drifters to be the headliner,
Dalton
but it
Grice
did
did.
not. Of course he did, but I mean, one man can only do so much. So because y'all motherfuckers didn't call in, we're playing at 4:30, opening for people that should be opening from. Whoa, who said that? Just kidding, but I'm not. Fuck y'all.
But
Okay.
Last time I trolled, I've been trolling this festival out of love, fucking chodes. But because they used the old picture of us like last week on the podcast, I was like, if y'all motherfuckers want, next time y'all motherfuckers want to use our picture, just call me. I don't know why you're using a fucking picture from 2016. You know what I mean? But they can. What?
Horrible.
I know. And then after I met it, there were a whole bunch of like blue check mark motherfuckers talking about. So tired of dudes in the music industry who think that they deserve a better spot on the festival. Conveniently, after I was talking mess, I did. I won't talk shit. I do though. I did. I thought I was under the impression I was the only one playing that day for 6 hours.
I would just like to point out that this is probably our most watched video.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
like the most consistent viewers.
this
I've
is
been-
live right now.
Yeah.
It's live
I didn't know that.
on what?
It's only like, but you can't like go back and watch it. So it's like live, and then once it's over, it's done on Facebook.
Oh.
No, it's
Oh,
live on Facebook.
I had no idea.
If I would have known, I would
We
have
would've
put out
shared
that
it.
I would have been here doing this. I didn't know.
Yeah, we
I didn't know y'all were gonna go live.
No, we
Sorry.
never. We never advertise. People, they pretty much know Tuesday and Wednesday.
That's why I keep looking at my phone. Cause
Yeah, that's
I was
So if
seeing
I go to
comments.
what? Can
we're
I
on-
share it?
Yeah, go
We're
to
on
Earl Shreds.
Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube,
Okay, I'm gonna do Facebook.
Mm.
So do I go to the Earl
Earl
Shreds?
Shreds.
and
Okay.
TikTok. But it's just me. It's not like because the live switches cameras and it's high quality.
So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, like
so,
right there.
So man, I saw the that one little thing you put out the other day about this guitar player and that guitar player, the best guitar player and that. I was laughing so hard when I was watching that.
Oh, his solo video. that he
Yeah,
did?
yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah,
cracking up.
that was a podcast. Dude,
You were just talking about how guitar players talk about how this
Always.
guy's the best and that
Al-
guy's the best. and
Mhm.
it's
he's
not
the
even
best.
guitar players. It's just everyone. But it's also to the fault of guitar players that let themselves become like, like the Rolls Royce has a hood ornament.
Mhm.
It's like a lot of guitar players suck ass to their lead singers so much they become their lead singer's hood ornament, so that they let themselves be talked around. So I hear it more from lead singers
That my guy's the best. My guy's the best.
more than from guitar players. Either they know me or they just don't do it. But more lead singers, they wear them like hood ornaments and they're like, my guy can do this. And I'm like, it's true. I've got to the point where I'm like, I'm just going to say I don't even know what to fucking say anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't blame them for bragging, but
yeah.
they can have it.
I'll throw out a few names I think are some of the best players that I know. If you
Yeah,
don't mind me
please.
throwing them out there real
No, I
quick.
love that. I want to know.
Tracy Martin.
No.
Him and John Carroll are probably the two best pickers in Texas, in my opinion. Which everybody has their own opinion, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, what do they say?
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody has one.
Yeah, and then around here, I don't know
Yeah.
if you know Chad Ware. He's another one of my top.
Mhm.
That dude is
He kills it, yeah.
phenomenal.
Chad Ware is very great. And one of what was the two names you said before?
Tracy Martin. He plays with Donis Morris. He played with
Denise. He plays with Donice.
Donis Morris. He,
Donis,
he
yeah.
played with Kevin Fowler for a long, long time.
Yeah.
But that's how you say
I
it,
thought-
Donis, right?
Yeah.
He said
Is it-
Donice, and I was
yeah,
like, I
we
think
were-
it's Denise.
We were reading the Texas.
Adonis is a hell of a singer, man. That guy's good.
Yeah.
I've
Really,
heard
really
good things. Yeah.
Really good.
I hope I didn't make him mad because we were reading the Texas music charts one day,
Donice.
and I said, "Congratulations, Donice," and I was like, "Wait a minute."
And I know a girl that it's spelled like that, and I was like, no, that's Denise. Like,
And-
good job, girl. And then they're like, that's a guy,
And that's a full
it's
man.
not the right
I didn't
name.
know. I'm sorry. Hey, he's more. I have no sympathy for somebody more successful than me. No.
You know, you were talking about earlier about working up guitar parts. I think what I record when I'm working on songs, I think I spend more time working up guitar parts because I don't want it to suck. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to just noodle around and throw some trash on there. So, like, especially working up a guitar solo, dude, I'll probably spend, God, sometimes 2 or 3 hours working on a guitar solo.
Yeah.
And people, when they're paying me, they don't know what I do behind the scenes. And
No, absolutely
I
not.
spend shit loads of time mixing and working on bass lines and working on guitar parts. Yeah, spent a lot of time.
He stayed up till like 2
Lot of
a.m.
time.
last night, just from like 8:30 to 2 a.m. just like on the computer,
Editing.
and it was just editing a podcast. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't even like mixing music.
Mhm.
Like so,
Ugh.
I can't even imagine. Like,
Yeah.
No, it's terrible. And I have some tracks for a friend of mine that we recorded live that I have to mix, and I gotta schedule some time out. But y'all please be on the lookout. We did like a couple music video type sessions,
hmm
and I helped him film them, and I gotta mix the audio. But I got the raw audio yesterday, and it
Mhm.
sounds great. That's what I was. That's kind of like, how it's like, fuck. It's to me, when I mix and produce and record music, I'm always like, the most stressful part is what it sounds like raw. Because
Yeah.
then you're like, because if it's not that great raw, you're like, fuck, this is gonna be a lot of work. But
You
it's
gotta doctor the crap out of it.
yeah, when you get the tracks that are fucking sound great,
Mhm.
just coming out, you're like, oh my, all I need is a little bit of EQ, compressor, maybe some reverb. Fuck, that's it, dude.
Yeah.
And they're live too, so it's not like a studio recording. But
Mhm.
I mean, I do them pretty fast. If it's not like on to be streamed, recorded, I'm pretty good. I can get a listenable mix.
Yeah.
In my own music, I have a few tracks. I have some tracks that I'm compiling to release. They're like rap. I rap.
Really?
Yeah, so I do have some rap
Did
tracks.
not know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until the other day. He played a song that like, 'cause he like mixes a bunch, and then one time he played a song. I was like, oh, this is good. I was like, who is this on here? He was like, that's me. I was like, oh wow.
So change the name from Earl Shreds to Earl Raps.
Yeah,
I was thinking about Big Earl.
yeah, just Big Earl.
Biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Biggie.
I have metals. I have metal songs and rap songs unreleased that I would like to release. But the metal songs, I need a lyricist. Or I have one metal song that is releasable, but no lyrics because I don't have anybody to sing it, and I can't sing it, and nobody I know could sing it.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, I know. That's some like.
I don't want somebody who can like.
That's
who's got
the
that.
main reason I went from playing heavy metal, hard rock when I was a kid to country, because I couldn't.
It's easier to.
I could sing some of the rock stuff when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
but after 3 or 4, voice gone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Heard-
the screaming.
Yeah.
And my metal tracks are like
Vibrate.
hardcore breakdown metal. But the rap music, I do it because it's so easy, man. I can make a releasable rap song in a day. Real talk.
Really.
I mean, not mastered, but I could. I couldn't do it every day, but when the vibe hit me, I can do a releasable or a rap track ready to go to master in a day, in 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours.
Wow.
I mean, they're not groundbreaking, but
Yeah.
you bob your head, and
Yeah.
Carrie said.
females twerk to them. You know,
Carrie just said Don produced Logan's Late Night and Lonely, and it's my favorite of his songs.
Oh wow.
We forgot about
Thank
Logan
you.
Beard.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
See him
Yeah, I
sitting
know.
right
It's like
here.
he's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did his second song that he came out with.
That's
Late
been a
Night
while
Lonely.
back.
Late Night and Lonely.
That was last year sometime.
Yeah, Micah already. Well, don't worry. Micah gave him every time Micah comes on this podcast, he goes, "I love you, Logan Beard," with that koozie. I don't
think
even know.
every person that's come on the podcast has like mentioned Logan Beard because of that koozie.
Sorry, Logan. I forgot about you, brother. My
Yeah,
bad, dude. I'm
nah.
sorry.
He deserves it, little turd.
Are you talking about Micah Cheatham that said that? Okay.
Yes. Oh
I
yeah.
love him too. He's
Every
really
like
good.
5
Me-
minutes, he'd be like, "This podcast is brought to you by Logan Beard."
Yeah, they're,
And then the second time he
Oh,
came on, we
yeah.
could not find that koozie.
So
he was devastated.
all this memorabilia in here. Are these people that have been on the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Lynn. All right. I don't have nothing in the truck, babe, to leave. We're gonna have to.
We'll have to
We'll have
give
to
you
find
guys
We'll
something.
see.
next
I'm
time.
sure we'll see
Yeah,
you
it's
next
okay.
week.
That's dude.
We have a bunch of
don't worry.
stickers.
I
and
might
stuff.
have I
need to
might
put
have
'em
a
in here.
koozie in the truck maybe.
It's
Oh.
up. I don't worry about it if not, man. They just these
I need to
fools.
start putting the stickers somewhere. We have tons of like stickers.
Yeah, I mean, we do need to start putting stickers up.
Yeah, I just have them piled up. We just
That's
put
the
'em
real.
all
I
up.
mean, that's the real reason I do this podcast is just to help. All our people, you know. Really, the main reason the main reason I started this was to do concert reviews.
Really?
But when I started it, all my friends wanted to come on, and I was like, I'm not gonna tell them no, and then they might say something stupid, and I might go viral, so fuck it, you know, whatever. And now it's guests.
I'm trying real hard not to say anything stupid. So.
I think you've done
Trying to
good.
be very respectful. And
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I purposely on the podcast I do alone, I set the stupid bar. So you're good. That's what I tell everybody. Like, I promise, the shit that I say when I'm alone, because Sydney's not there to like wrangle me in. Like the 2 last week,
I'm the peacekeeper, and like, I make sure he, back on track. you
doesn't
know.
say
Come on.
bad things, but there's nothing really to say. I mean, we were pretty deep in it last night too, and that was a great episode. But it was more like real deep. We had Brendan was his name. He's a pastor and a musician, and he's just very spiritual. So we talked just deep shit, you know. Whatever.
some deep shit with a pastor.
Yeah,
It was,
I couldn't believe he came on. That he even told me, he was like, yeah. He's like, everybody in his circle told him, like, why are you going and talking to this guy? And what did he say last night? He said that, like, I don't know why I wanted to, because I scheduled a podcast with him and he bailed because he said he had something to do, but I think it might have been cold feet. I don't know.
I think it had to do with his health issues.
Oh, yeah. It may have. Okay, well, then
He
I
talked
can't.
about he's been having some health problems since COVID, and he talked about that last
Yeah, I
night.
can't tease him on that, but he said.
He had said that he told Morgan, which he's in a band with Morgan Marley, which is Mason's sister, and he said, I don't know why, but I love to be around Dalton because he's so the opposite of me and like someone I would never be. And he goes, and I think it's kind of like a guilty pleasure thing. Like,
Yeah,
I
feel like
wish
being
I could
ice
be,
cream.
you're like his vice, you know, like,
Yeah, I get it.
um,
I could be that for him.
and that's what he said. He's like, I like to, like, I love being around him because it's
Yeah,
just
I
so
feel like-
different than what he normally, like, how he normally lives. so.
I feel like that my whole brand is nothing but that. I'm like the follow that nobody wants to say they follow. Like nobody wants to say
Everybody's guilty pleasure.
I'm the live stream that people watch without clicking it. Cuz you know if you click it your number shows up. I'm the live stream that you just watch when you hover over it so it doesn't show that you joined. You know what I mean?
So no one sees that I'm watching.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can be that for them. I don't give a fuck cuz I've had a number of people come up to me in private and say thank you for saying some of the shit. Like, real talk, like I'll go on the Texas country music charts, just look. If I see a dumb song name, I'm like, let's go see what these fucking lyrics are. And some of them lyrics are pretty fucking dumb. I mean, you can love the artist. It is what it is. I'm reading lyrics. You wrote them. I can't help what I think. And but I've had number of people tell me in private, be like, thank you for saying that. Like, we're all thinking it. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I'll sacrifice my career for you guys, I guess, because the labels definitely don't fucking like it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I mean, you just keep moving on, you know? I'm not worried about them really that much. And
Shelby said that Aubrey said to tell you that she loves you, even though she's never met you. My best friend, she has a son and a daughter, and her son loves Dalton, and he has a pair of drumsticks and a little guitar, and he always sings her songs. And then she has a little girl, and she's young, and she's never met Dalton, but she's always like sending me videos like, tell Dalton I love him. So you're her guilty pleasure too.
poor thing.
Poor homework, dude.
She just messaged and
Do your
said that.
homework. Get out. Stop watching me. Do your homework.
She's daycare.
You should do your daycare.
Austin Tella is just watching too.
I was gonna ask you, what is the hardest part about producing and recording to you?
The hardest part, the mixing. If I want to get it
The-
right, I spend a lot of time on it. And then I need to get a laptop because I walk back and forth to the truck into the studio about 100 times on one song. I'll walk out there and I'll be like, okay, I got it this time. And then the kick's too loud or the bass guitar is too loud or his vocal don't sound right here. Like, shit. Go
Gotta go
back in the
back.
house, tweak those few little things and then go back out. So the mixing to me is the hardest part.
But,
Because I'm such a perfectionist and I'm so freaking anal about it.
Yeah, anything like levels or gain or tone, or is it just
It's
overall everything?
When I think I've got it perfect in the studio, the freaking speakers in the studio they sound really good, and you think you got it. You go to the car, nope.
That's the true test.
Yeah,
Do
And-
you?
and
that's where I know when it sounds great in there, I'm done with it. That's
Yeah.
it.
No, that's my final test too. Is my truck.
Yeah, my truck. When I go to the truck and I don't hear nothing wrong, everything's perfect. That's when I'm done. But
Yeah.
sometimes it'll take me
I know.
a whole day just to do one song.
I know.
I believe that.
Dudes that mix in their vehicle.
That's what I was saying. I need a laptop. Go to the truck and sit there and
Oh,
mix
yeah, there
in
you-
the truck
Oh,
with the
yeah.
laptop. That's what I need to.
You should totally do
My
that.
next investment is gonna be a lot.
Have-
Good
I was about to say
laptop.
that's an
Do you
investment. too.
use monitors or headphones or
Monitors.
monitor?
I've tried to mix with headphones, and every time it comes out like crap. For me, it does.
I used to mix with monitors when I was in my other room, and I've
Mhm.
only been using these headphones. And I will say that when I first started using the headphones, it took me forever to get mixes good.
Mhm.
But I've noticed headphones are consistent, and once you learn what,
The frequencies, or
Like-
where they're at.
because it was just trial, it's like, you don't think it sounds good in the headphones, and it was by luck. Like, I got a mix in a headphone, and then I took it to the truck, and it sounded great. But they're really consistent in that, like, now I know when I've got a song in the headphones that it sounds that way. Like, I guess it's so consistent, I know it's gonna hit. So, I turned around on it. I don't think it's better than, I think I would like monitors, but I think monitors, after mixing for years with monitors I have in that room next door,
Mhm.
The room treatment is so fucking important. And that's why I think I'm going to stick with headphones until I could get a room with proper treatment.
Mhm.
Because I did notice when I was in that room with monitors, it was like, it would vary all the time. Like, I would do a mix and it would sound great in the truck, and then I'd do another track a week later and a cold front come in and it got cold, and I'd get the track how it sounded that other day in the room, and then take it in the truck and it sounded horrible. And I think it's just because there's so much variable and because the room's not treated, and that's what I personally like. I don't know. So
I might start trying that.
I think it's not.
So,
I don't think you could master. I don't think you could do a song. It's not as good as monitors in a treated room. But
Mhm.
if you're in a room that's not treated, headphones, if anything, are a great way. If you learn what your headphones sound like, it's a great what's it called? Like a constant.
Yeah.
So I think I'd use them that way. And these are kind of, I think these are $100. So, and that was just because I didn't want to buy. I don't have room when I moved in here for my mom. I have the yellow ones, studio monitors.
KRK or K
I
something.
think there's somebody else's that didn't use them. So
I think those are the.
what I
KRK or
really
something.
find the bass, I get the bass much better
In the headphones or
in the headphones.
Hmm.
Because, dude, I actually, mixing on my monitors in there, dude, I blew that phone's speaker. Because I love fucking subs. And so many times I would, like, I'd export my rough track to my phone, and the subs it blew the speed. I have the subs like fully clipping, and then I'd go into, it would be banging in there, and I'd go to my truck, and I'd hit play, and as soon as the 808 hit, the truck would just go, no, they start shaking. But yeah, it's not the right way to do it. And I was gonna also say, do you ever use any sample libraries? Do you have any? I would check out Splice.
Yeah, he has Tiffany's 500 sample library.
No, no, sound
I
library.
know.
Those can be lifesaver, bro. I would check into Splice.
Yeah, I need to, because there's certain times like a drum hit doesn't sound right. It'll drive me nuts. I wish I could go get a processed one or whatever. But yeah,
Dude,
I need to do that.
I would check out Splice. I get sounds that are, I don't have to add anything sometimes. Not a lot, but anything, and they're ready to go into the master bus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially 808s, dude. If you want to be all acoustic, and I get it, but dude, that like when you go to Splice, like an 808 and a chorus hit, like you're going from verse and it goes from verse to big chorus, dude, just a little bit of 808 right at that, and you kind of like, you gotta finagle it, and I'll usually do like my EQ will be like a small hump right from like 40 to 100, but dude, they make it hit. Or like metal songs, I like to add gunshots at breakdowns. Like you can go on and get rifle clicks,
Yeah.
and that's what's sick. You can get shit like that. So, dude, they're worth it. They add a lot. I think.
Sometimes I'll add sound effects. Like I added like an old tape player sound effect to one of Blake's songs, like the very beginning, like
You're
fast
clicking
forwarding a
it.
tape,
Oh,
and
I
then
love
you
that,
hit play.
yeah.
Oh,
That's like-
that's cool.
Fast forward and then click click, and then the song starts. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I add
I like stuff
vinyl.
like
I'll
that.
go on Splice and download vinyl white noise, and
Is the
some
click-
songs,
the crackle.
I add it through the whole time.
I did that on
Yeah.
Chip Oliphant's song. I added an old record crackle noise at the beginning of it.
That
Amazing.
reminds me of every time I hear that crackle, I just think of "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd. The beginning,
The beginning,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
right before
nice.
the ding ding.
Hey, when Don used to play
That song-
Pink Floyd song, tell
used-
him what you used to
I
use.
used to get, when I would play that song at the very beginning, I would give like a
The candy wrapper.
no, yeah, or like
A
a wrapper,
cigarette,
a cigarette
plastic
wrapper,
wrapper.
Oh
plastic
yeah,
wrapper,
the plastic part.
and give it to whoever I was playing with, and they would crinkle it on the mic, and it sounded
Just
a lot
like that.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
funny.
Old school, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can totally like relate that. But as soon as you said vinyl crackle, like that's the song I go to.
Yeah, before you leave tonight at this podcast, I'm gonna show you some of the shit I've done.
Okay.
Yeah.
They gotta go eat. They're hungry.
No, I'm sorry.
She been drinking her little wine.
Like, we're drinking, we're good.
Right.
Yeah, y'all are
Calories.
musicians. Yeah, I know how y'all work. They don't understand. We live on booze.
Oh, beer
Live
can,
on
Papa
booze.
Top, Alan Jackson. Yeah, oops. Yeah.
Hey, we did that on Dawson's song.
We did at the very
Drinking.
end of it. One of Dawson's songs called "Drinking," but we actually got a beer, put
Yeah.
it on the mic, and she
I
opened
walked
it.
in there and I was like,
That's
yeah.
funny. Aw. Dalton does that at the
Did
beginning.
we
of the
did we
show.
use it ever on it? I can't remember
Yeah,
if we did or
it's
not.
on there. And
On the
then-
end, right?
Yeah, and then at the end, the night that you guys recorded that, I think it was you, Caleb, and Blake,
And
and
Joel and,
and
all of
Joel.
us, we all started laughing. at the
so all
end that
these guys
recorded
were
it.
in there laughing, and then
That's
Don
perfect.
put that after
Yeah.
or at the end of the song. It was pretty cool.
That's
Those
awesome.
are the best moments in the studio.
Yeah, when my brother and Brandon recorded their album, they did it at my house I grew up in Devers, and they did it in the shop. And one of the songs has like the beer, and then it's them talking, and then they're laughing, and then like some of my friends are there, and we're like clapping and singing along in the background, and it was cool. But that's like one of my favorite songs on their album because it's like pretty authentic, you know, like
Yeah.
it's
I
not
can't
something that
wait for Brandon to record some new music.
yeah.
Oh, dude, I'll blow that shit up so hard too.
Awesome.
I don't know if he wants to, he hasn't really talked to me about it. I guess he probably doesn't want me involved because
Well,
I'll
he
just
just
turn
called you, what, like 2 days ago?
Yeah,
Maybe?
and I saw him just post it.
well, I turn everything I touch into rock. So,
Stone.
well, I guess
Sometimes I do too, because I'm an old heavy metal player. But
Oh, you mean like
it just depends on
rock
what
and
the
roll.
song calls for. I mean, sometimes like I'll completely flip a song around. But there was a few songs like when of Dawson's, I was like, man, I kind of feel like I should go country with this. You know who I wrote it about? She's like, oh no, it's got to be straight up rock guitar.
yeah,
I was like,
I do know that.
yeah,
song.
you're right.
Yeah.
She's the one that's like, nope, you can't add no steel. No, you got to rock this song out. I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
Sometimes you just know.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I mean, we did the same thing. Well, we even added steel on the country song. And I mean, we probably fucked up. It's my fault because the rock songs on our album are so different from the country song.
Yeah.
The last song, Tangled, it's like Creed almost.
It's the encore.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, that's what I wrote the music to that song too, and I was like, dude, I went to the studio. I said, "Do you want to play fucking arenas, or do you want to play at dance halls?" I was like, "I want to play at both." And I was like, "Okay, we need a fucking arena song." You know?
Yeah, I want you to sell out a stadium, so you have to book another night,
And
like
it-
Metallica or
we
Def
end-
Leppard and Molly Crew.
We end our set with it now, and it's gone over. I think pretty good.
I'm biased. And even Shelby just said like rock's best. Like
I mean, the numbers don't lie. We saw what was it, Saturday?
what are you talking about?
The emo band.
Oh yeah,
We saw an emo cover
it's
band
like a punk.
called
emo.
Y'all Out Boy Saturday. A full cover band. It's like they like market themselves as an emo cover band. Like 2,000, 2,100 followers on Facebook, not active at all. They had to sold 400 tickets.
It was like it was at Last Concert Cafe. I don't know if y'all been there.
And we saw
Heard
another
of it.
It was
emo
like almost sold out.
yeah, it was sold out, I think. And we saw another
Wow.
emo cover band there about a month ago. Same shtick. They were called Taking Back Fun Day. Probably sold 300 tickets. So that's what I mean. It's what's selling right now, dude. And like
I think everybody's doing country, so like to do rock is something different.
There it is. So
Yeah.
it's no. I mean, it is oversaturated. There has been, but there's just been so much success in country.
You know, when Blake came and recorded, I was like, dude, these songs are all so different. Every one of them.
Yeah.
There's a rock song. It sounds like Tom Petty. There's one that sounds like.
That's good though.
There's one that sounds like kind of that early 2000s, got that rock vibe.
Mhm.
And then he's got two straight up country songs with fiddle and steel in them. I mean, he's all over the map with this stuff.
Which I like.
And I was like,
Me
dude, this
too.
is,
Yeah.
dude, each song's different, like way different.
Variety.
So it's not really a cohesive album per se, which I dig it. Every song has its own personality.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
and
and I
get
told him
the
that. It's like every one of
cohesiveness
these are going to
too,
be
but
different. He's like, I don't care.
I like
I'm like,
that.
all right.
Yeah,
No, I think that worked. That's worked for us. I mean, that's
I
our
like it.
album is.
You can reach everybody that way. Like, you know, you have your country listeners, your rock listeners.
Yeah,
like,
our album starts with just a guitar solo.
it's a
it's-
car crash.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all ever heard that, and I forget about that exists, but it's literally a 1.5 minute track of just a guitar solo.
It's him. Yeah, it's like y'all were talking about sound effects, and it's like he's flipping through radio stations in his car.
Yeah, you hear
and it's
footsteps.
Different songs that Mason has sang, and so it's like the country song, then the rock song,
Yeah,
and then a
it's-
guitar solo.
It's footsteps, and then the car door opens, and then it's me voice acting it, and I like grunt like I'm sitting down, and then I'm like see what's on the radio, and then we switch to like 4 songs, and it's got like a radio effect, and there are like 4 songs that are on the album, but I'm like, the takes they edited, I originally did takes that I was like, fuck this song, I hate this song, but they just edited in me grunting, and then I finally click to the track, and I go. And then the guitar solo I played starts, and I go, hell yeah! And then it's just a minute of guitar.
It's
solo.
just him like shredding.
And it was because I did it because it was the day that I recorded Hurricane, and the tone was so fucking sick. I begged the producer. I was like, dude, can you please let me just give me just hit record and let me. He was like, man, you know how they all are. They don't want to do that. And I was like, please, dude, it sounds so fucking sick. I was like, if anything, you can just send me the fucking stem. And because it was my PV half stack turned all the way up. I was like, there's not a lot of opportunities I get to record my half stack turned on. And that's what it is. And that's what that Solo on Hurricane is.
Kitchen said that's why he likes Luke Combs, because there's so much variety in his albums, which is
Yeah,
funny
I
because
love Beer Never.
we used to say that Blake looked kind of like Luke Combs.
Skinny version.
The
Blake?
skinny version.
Yeah,
He did it with a beard.
yeah, it was because the beard.
What time are we at?
A minute 40.
An hour 40?
Yeah.
You want to wrap it up? What time is it?
Sounds good to me.
Sorry, I keep yawning.
Nah, that's all right.
No, that's
it's just
fine.
It's
That's
just
my.
been a long day for me.
It's been a long life.
It-
Long life.
yeah, it's 10 o'clock. I didn't drink coffee today either, so.
So, well, thank y'all for coming. Anything
You're
y'all want to plug before we leave?
Uh,
You can recap.
You wanna
Recap the,
recap.
the releases.
Yeah, those releases.
Friday, February 10th, Chip Oliphant's coming out with a single. It's called Souls on Fire.
Ooh.
February 16th, Micah Galloway, he's coming out with a song that we all wrote together, me, Tiffany, and him, called Honky Tonk Rehab.
Hell yeah.
And then February 25th, Mud Creek Revival. What is the name of his album? I can't remember what he calls
I
it.
saw it today.
We like to party?
His artwork is freaking awesome looking.
The truck.
Yeah, it's really
like it
cool
too.
looking. It's called Journey Through a Heartbreak, and the reason I kept telling him he needed to call it something like that because he's got so many songs with like state and cities about
Yeah.
Kansas City Dreamer, West Texas Devil. They all have like Leaving Ohio. These are song titles.
Nice.
Like, man, you gotta call it something about
Hey, that's-
traveling or
yeah,
something.
journey.
Hey, that's
yeah.
a producer move right there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So anyway, if any of you young artists want to come record,
Yeah, where can they find?
hit me up on Facebook, Don Vickers on Facebook.
Yeah, please. It's in the East Texas area, East Houston area.
I live in Crosby.
Yeah, Crosby,
Newport.
Texas. And y'all go follow Don. And if you need music recorded, please hit him up.
Or help writing songs, right?
Yes, yeah. Also, me and my wife can, if any of y'all need help writing a song and you want to record it, we can do the whole thing, like what they call it, turnkey production or whatever.
Yep.
You want to come in and write a song, we can write it for you and record. That's what we did for Micah Galloway.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
And most artists that y'all seen on this podcast work with Don. And
Logan Bailey.
25 years of experience speaks for itself. So y'all please hit him up. I love y'all so much. Please come to the show this Saturday. I will tickle your ears at the shoot. I have Warner Bros. A&R guy there. I told him there's going to be 1,000 people there. So this is my make or break moment.
I guess I'll
Please.
plug where I'm playing. Friday night I'll be up in
Yeah.
Cypress at On the Rocks, Louetta. Saturday I'll be at Dayton Sports Bar. These are solo
DSB.
gigs. Sunday I'll be at the Tin Cup from going to be a little bit earlier because of Super Bowl, so 2
Yeah.
to 5 on Sunday at the Tin Cup.
Nice. You playing at DSB? Oh, my old stomping grounds in Dayton.
Mhm. Love DSB. Yeah,
That's
y'all go
funny.
check out Don too. He's a fantastic musician.
Maybe he'll play Asteria for you.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. No, that's for me.
Actually,
I'm gonna
just save
keep
that, yeah.
I'm keeping that for
Yeah,
myself.
keep that in your back pocket for when I come.
All right, man. Well, thank y'all for having us. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you
Hold
very
on, let me
much.
turn the live stream off before we get up. Or we can get up. Fuck it. Bye,
Yeah,
TikTok.
thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
He has
Oh.
like the perfect radio voice.
I know.
Oh,
You have,
yeah.
like, you have such a DJ voice.
Oh,
you,
well,
you really do. I told both of them that.
don't get off yet.
When we saw you guys, the last time we saw
Fergus.
you guys,
Uh-huh.
and we were talking about
She's
the
got
podcast.
that voice.
Y'all, I told y'all make a perfect team. I mean,
Thanks.
y'all work well off of each other.
Yeah.
Your voices sound really good.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we're very different. That's why we're a good couple too.
Like yin and yang.
Yeah, very much. But that's why it works. 'Cause
Thank you. I appreciate
Two
that.
of me or two of her we'd have.
I think two of me would be pretty cool, but I don't know if I can handle two of him.
Fuck no. Hey.
That'd be a little much.
Hey, I gotta give a shout out to Metrosexual Hipster 8. Hey, they
Say what?
sent me 5 roses, so thank you for the roses.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I don't know. I'm sorry, metrosexual hipster 8, that I did not shout you out, but thank you for the roses.
Yeah, and if you want me to come talk on your album, I'm available.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
I'll sell my voice.
Hey, I need some percussion. Can you hook me up with that?
There we go.
Okay.
She ain't learning shit. All right, bye y'all. Love y'all.
Thanks.
Bye.
Hold on, I'll tell y'all more in a while.
Don't say anything you're gonna regret.
Oh, I won't.
Oh, bye y'all. Love you all so much. Y'all are the best.